Hi again, here's another installment in the development of my Castle Obsidia. I'm coming to you from my multiplayer Minecraft server, Adult Minecrafting World. You can find it at AMCW.us. In my last installment, I showed you that I had my barn half torn apart because I had indeed changed my mind about the placement. Because I want to put in a large redstone gate and a wall coming from this direction with a nice big road. So I moved my barn back just about the entire length of the barn. I did make it a little bit bigger, so not quite all the way back. The interior is pretty much unchanged with the addition of an upper level that I added, which right now I'm just using, I guess, as a hayloft, and that did take a whole lot of wheat. And one more addition on the lowest level where the cows are. I put in a new section because in addition to the dark blue banners I want for my castle, I decided I wanted some additional banners, red and light blue, for the naval ships I'm going to be building and the horse stables or horse corrals for the cavalry. So that is the other addition to my barn. Well, now that I've got my barn done, I am going back to my NPC village development, and that will be the next few installments. I think in the previous installment I may have shown that my iron golem was starting to show some odd behavior. He had moved into this building. I didn't know how he got in or why he came in here or how to get him out. So out of curiosity, I did do a Google search, see if I could find any information, and of course, it turned up nothing of any use. And another strange thing that happened was yesterday I found him wandering on the outside of this fence. I didn't know how he got out of there, and when I tried to find him, he was in here. And the way I got him out of the other building was to knock a hole in the wall, which I've done. I think I got to take that door out because he's still been in here for a day standing there and hasn't come back out. I don't know how he got in. So back to the village that I had explained I thought was probably two separate villages. I've had some pleasant progress. I am quite certain now it's merged into one single village. So I had said that all the villagers had moved to this end of the village. Now I've noticed that they've actually been up here in this field, and I have had several of them in this building. Here is a couple now. So now they've spread out through the entire village. I do believe I've had success. I now have one single merged village. And one other issue was some mobs that were still appearing inside of here from time to time. And I think, well, one thing I found was an overhanging tree. I took care of that. Another issue I think is the lighting on the roof. I think they're spawning on the roof and coming down. So I went around and put some torches up, as you can see, to try to add a little light. But I ran into a snag with that. Some of the size of the buildings, when the roof comes together, because I use stairs, you can't place a torch on the stairs. So guess what that means? I will be taking down these houses and redesigning them. Be making them a little bit smaller so that I can have a single block on top for torches, 1 and 2, to fit in more houses for more doors. I started out with kind of big houses that I guess I really don't need. I did move the wall out on this side a little bit just to add a bit of a buffer zone, and I moved this wall out quite a bit more because I'm going to be expanding the village out this way. So I'll probably end up with about 5 houses, I predict, when I reduce them in size and come out this way. Also, I think I'm going to be bringing the wall in this corner out even further to expand the village that much more. Probably won't go up very much further than this though with it. So I'll be adding a whole bunch more houses and more doors, and we'll see if I get more babies, more reproducing villagers. They have had hearts coming out, so I do still have enough doors, and it is promising. I did manage to get a head count yesterday of 11, though I haven't seen any new babies. I don't think I've had any more added to that. I've made up my mind that I probably will be taking the wall all the way back, at least to the water line here, and expanding it back that far, and maybe even up onto this hill. Like I said before, I may be just getting crazy with this whole village to see how big I can make it before it either gets to be a really big village or it just starts failing completely. I guess we're going to find out. So those will be my next installments. Are going to be the work once again on my NPC village. So subscribe to my channel and come over to my website at amcw.us and check out my multiplayer Minecraft server.